We're with Coach Mike McConathy, whose team has had a little bit of a break, well, in fact, a pretty big break, and will finally get back to action Saturday against UL-Lafayette here in Prather Coliseum, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Coach, what about a break of this length? It'll be from last Tuesday until Saturday since your team has played. Is that a concern at this time of the year, or is it kind of normal for this time of year?
It's very normal for this time of year, but it is a positive thing, we think, because we've been able to address some of the weaknesses and problems that we've been dealing with over the course of this year. Giving some guys a little chance to heal, to get caught up, but because of finals, it also poses a problem because of focus in basketball. Their focus needs to be on academics, so that creates a little bit of a problem. If you look across the country, the upsets that have taken place in the last 2 weeks, those upsets a lot of times will come on the heels of finals, and someone would say, well, both of them are taking finals, but there are closer games and high major games with mid-majors or low major teams at this time of the year, so it makes a little difference.
All right, for your team, you talked about things that you've been working on, trying to improve and alter. What are some of those things?
We've got to rebound better, and we've got to be able to stay in front of people better. If you go across the country, if you interviewed all coaches, they'd say we cannot stay in front of anybody off the dribble. I mean, that's just become a very difficult thing for people to do. Is it because student athletes or basketball players are more athletic? No, I think it's a combination of one, you can't use the body, your arms as much in defending. You're supposed to play with your feet like they played 40 years ago, and that really creates a problem as quick as these young men are, as skilled as they are with the ball. And the other thing is us getting in a position where we can block off on the backside. If you go back to our games at Louisiana Tech and UL Monroe, we didn't rebound on the backside. That's what was our Achilles heel in those games. Gave up second chance points against Louisiana Tech as well as Monroe, especially down the stretch. So we've got to get better at that. We've specifically been working on that, trying to make young men understand. Doing a pretty good job. We'll just have to see how it carries over from practice to games.
Okay, personnel-wise, your team has been depleted by, or not depleted, but challenged by not having your interior big guys of Ryan King and Deji Adekunle. They're not going to be back Saturday. They'll be back gradually over the next 4 weeks. How do you deal with it in the meantime?
You really don't. That's something you don't really want to talk about, but you have to be realistic of it, that we've been down two. Been possibly down one more with Reginald Kissenall having a knee problem that he's been out of practice for 4 or 5 days. It's just something that you got to say. The all hands on deck, whoever's here, they've got to be able to learn to play different positions, multiple positions, playing against a very talented ULL team that's very, very well coached, and Bob Marlin with Sean Long, who's a very, very big player that's very, very effective. He had a great game against Louisiana Tech last week when they beat Louisiana Tech 94-86. He really was very instrumental in that victory.
And that's a Ragin Cajun team that shot very well from three-point range against Louisiana Tech after not doing it in a loss at McNeese. So it's a team that certainly hurt us last year in Lafayette with three-point shooting from unexpected sources. So how do you prepare for the Ragin Cajuns?
We just offensively got to be very good to where we can counter what they're doing offensively. Obviously, we got to score and we got to get more points out of other areas than just Zeke and Jalen, and then Marvin Frazier's averaging about 10 points a game. We need some other guys to step up. Who those guys are, there's many guys that can do that. I've seen great improvement out of Trayvon Joseph. Has had a great week of practice, and we're hopeful that he'll be improved and ready to go. Matt Keegan's a guy that's got to step up. Sabri Thompson, Tajon Welcome. We've got to get some. Devontae Hall's probably been our most consistent player outside of, if you want to call him, the big three. And he's got to continue to play hard. He's brought a lot of energy defensively as well as offensively attacking the glass. Needs to understand what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, but that's all of us.
Yeah. All right, with Zeke Woodley and Jalen West and Sean Long, 3 of the best players in mid-major college basketball here Saturday. Talk about the excitement of that star caliber player on the court Saturday afternoon.
Well, you know, people always talk about they'd like to go see people. For instance, LeBron James played in New Orleans last weekend. and people were just excited about LeBron James coming there to see them. Well, they have an opportunity to come see 3 players that are as good as you will find, and probably, truthfully, you can roll back the clock, many years, or calendar many years, and you won't have this opportunity to see this level of play on one individual court in Northwest Louisiana on a Saturday in December. You hadn't had that chance in a long time. So I would encourage people to come out and watch them. It's be a great opportunity, a 3 o'clock game. Go to the Christmas festival that night, watch the lights, spend a day in Natchitoches, take in the culture, and see some great basketball at the same time, because Zeke and Jalen and Sean Long are very good players.
So the fireworks that go off at 7 downtown won't be the first set of fireworks on Saturday?
I'm very hopeful that we've got a lot of demon fireworks going.
All right, thanks, Coach. Jalen, we're playing the Ragin Cajuns of UL-Lafayette Saturday. Big opportunity, big challenge for the team. Talk about the matchup.
Well, me and Sean Long been getting at each other on Twitter and Instagram, talking about the game leading up to Saturday. And I'm just looking forward to playing against him and competing, because I know he's going to compete with a high motor. And they have a pretty good team, and they beat up on us pretty good last year. And I'm looking forward to playing them at home and trying to get back at them.
Beautiful.
Thank you.